Hey there, Tyler Parsons again. Had a question today about looking at the traps, the lats, and the shoulders, which is a relatively big area. Not uncommon for the lower trap and the lats to have a lot of issues, especially in male golfers. So what we're going to do is look at what we can do to restore a little bit of that motion there, get those working properly. That way we can have all the movements in the golf swing that we want. So I've got a tennis ball here, and this will be starting relatively easy. We can work our way up to a lacrosse ball, supernova, whatever. But what we're looking to do is to drop down, and we'll be laying on this, and if laying is a little bit too aggressive, we can go up against the wall. But we just want to hit this area and find any of those trigger points, those real big tightness. So even without having to push up against the wall very much, I can tell that I have a big one there today. I've been spending a lot of time trying to get my little girl on the bed, so I've been sleeping on the floor. So a lot of different positions are really wrecking my body right now, but we can go from here and then we can work this arm through range of motion while we're pinning, roll to a new spot, and do the same thing. So that's really going to help out down to those traps, in through that shoulder blade. We can work it up higher into that upper trap as well. We just have to get a little creative on how we're pushing down to the ground on that. Once we progress through, we can then go on to our foam roller, so a little bit bigger surface area, and roll in through there, extend with the spine, extend with the arms. We can do some little quarter turns to hit that area, and then to get into the lats, we can actually elongate this arm, a little turn, and roll all up and through there. Again, just painting the entire area. Some of this is going to be repeat just off of what I've done with the foam roller before, but again, it's so important that we break that up, we get the range of motion, restore that muscle tissue. But we'll go through, and now we've knocked that out. So let's look at what we can do to help out with a little bit more extension and getting those traps to activate. So if we go into the golf posture, we can take the arms and we'll just do an I to where we're lifting straight up. But one of the things that I really like people to do, and we can do this two different ways, one, just firing in through the traps, and that may be a little bit difficult for a lot of people. So then what we can do is extend that spine as we're reaching up, and now we're really firing in through those muscles, plus we're working on that extension that we need. So we have to break up a lot of just bad habits, basically. Try and watch your posture so that you're not just rounded and standing. Really try to extend, get that chest up, get those shoulders back, because if we spend all the time trying to fix it, but then we're sitting at a desk or like this, we're never going to get in front of the issue, okay? So that being one really good variation. Now, to sort of hit a couple different ones here, we can work on the trap. We're also going to hit the shoulder blade, but we're just going to go from the side and try to push the arms back. And now this is going to work that shoulder as well, depending on what shoulder issue we have. But what I'm trying to do, you can see my back's extending a little bit, I'm trying to keep my arms from here going straight up so that they fire. Again, working in through that shoulder, trying to really get those to lift. The other thing for a lat, very straightforward, but we can just do a simple twisted prayer. We use the ball, we roll out, and then we just try and curve the body as much as we can. With my right arm here, it's going up and over while I'm dropping down, and I'm trying to push myself this way. Nice big stretch all down and through that lat. We can give it a couple little quarter turn this way. We can try and go a quarter turn the other way. Hold for a couple seconds, go the other side, but really try to find out which portion of that lat is tight, just because that lat muscle is going to be so big, it makes up the majority of that back there. We got to stretch it out, okay? So again, use that tennis ball, lacrosse ball, foam roller, break all that up, stretch it out, hop back on, roll back over it again. We want to try to increase that blood flow, stretch out that muscle, keep it rolling, keep that cycle going, spend as much time as we can on it every day. Should be a great little start for you. As that progresses, there'll be more and more that we can do, but we always have to learn to crawl before we walk, before we run.